So, welcome back to the channel, guys, and more importantly, welcome to Germany. Absolute top draw, finally here, and we're in Bavaria. And if you couldn't tell by that little viewpoint there, we're in the Bavarian Alps pretty much, or at the foot of them. Absolutely incredible. So we're near to a town called Füssen. Just doing a bit of camping, which is literally 5 minutes walk, about that where we've come from. And we've literally just got here, me and my partner, and I didn't really plan on wanting to do any photography this evening, just because I wanted to chill out and have a little look around the area. But we came for a little walk down this pathway earlier. It's only about 10 minutes, and I've just spotted a few locations that made me think, perhaps I'll get my camera out this evening. And of course, that is just stunning behind me there. And on top of that, the weather conditions are nice. There's no wind, so it's looking like we might get some nice reflections in this lake. Unreal. But yeah, delighted to be here. I really, really am. By the way, I should have probably said this at the start. I'm going to do the Q&A video next week, and pretty much just because this was unplanned, I'm doing this. But this is what I've been waiting for, you know. So I'm excited to be here myself, and on top of that, also really, really excited to show you guys as well. So here we are. Unreal. So yeah, I'm going to crack on, get down to this location that I've got in mind, and hopefully we'll get a decent shot or two tonight. Okay, so what a beautiful little walk down by this lakeside, absolutely gorgeous. And I'm at my planned location for the evening. You can probably see behind me there, we've got this gorgeous little jetty or wooden pier with some metal steps at the end. Naturally just the perfect leading line, really, isn't it? And that background is absolutely gorgeous. The lake is still pretty still. If I was being greedy, which I always am, I'd probably like it to be a little bit calmer, just to, you know, accentuate those reflections a little bit more. But this is looking gorgeous. Now I do need to get a bit of a shift on because the light is fading fast and the clouds are looking quite exciting at this stage. So I'm going to get myself down there, guys, get set up and start thinking about composition. Right, there we go, we're all set up, guys. Absolutely unreal. What a delight to be here. Any sort of, what would you say, inhibitions or uncertainties that I had before coming here. Remember I was saying, like, I'd love the UK, I don't know if I want to leave, in terms of the landscapes and photography. This has put all of that to bed. This is absolutely stunning. The sky's looking incredible, it really, really is. And the composition, I mean, I'm not going to take it yet, but it's as simple as it can be, really, isn't it? Beautiful leading line. It is absolutely gorgeous. I've got the wide angle on at 11mm, and I think I'm going to get some filters on the front and do a long exposure. So now, as so often with landscape photography, it's just a bit of a waiting game. Okay, so absolutely incredible location. However, the evening light-wise hasn't particularly turned out exactly as I'd hoped. There is actually a pretty nice sunset at the minute, but it's kind of in that direction, which is quite annoying. Whereas the way we're shooting, we're probably getting a little bit of the colours on the right hand side of the frame. But yeah, what happened, I think, as the sun was setting, it must have fallen behind a bank of cloud off where it's setting, which snuffed out the light for the rest of the evening, which kind of meant that I resigned to the idea that we were going to get light on the mountains, and definitely that we were going to get light in the foreground or on the lake or anything. So then I thought, right, perhaps the sunset will save me. You know, if we get some beautiful colours in the sky, we'll still get a fantastic image. The image is going to be nice either way, but of course these things are just going to add to it. But yeah, we're not really getting as much colour that I'd have hoped for. The composition is obvious, isn't it? I don't really need to talk you guys through it. Got this beautiful jetty here as a leading line, gorgeous mountains in the background. So then I was kind of just hoping for the light. That's why I'm talking about it so much. Currently doing a long exposure of around about 3 minutes. It's got about 1 minute left. I'm shooting at f/18 and I've got my 6-stop ND on the front. I'm shooting at f/18 for 2 reasons really. I've got my wide angle lens on, and f/18 is allowing me to get that long exposure obviously, as well as the 6-stop ND filter. It's bumping up to about 3 minutes, which is what I'm getting at the minute. But it's also helping me to get a decent amount of focus from the foreground all the way to the background, because you know where this jetty is in front of the camera here, it's quite close to the lens, whereas obviously the mountains are absolutely miles away over there. But yeah, the long exposure effect is definitely helping. Not so much now, but we did have a beautifully still lake earlier, so I think a couple of my older long exposures might be better from about 10 or 15 minutes ago. But we'll see how this one looks as well. And I've taken about 7 or 8 shots, so what I'll do is obviously when I get back I'll assess them and edit them. I'll pick my favourite one and I'll put that one up now for you guys to see. I really hope you like it. This is my first shot from Germany. Right, so that's it guys, from this absolute stunning evening here in Bavaria in Germany. What a way to kick off my photography here in Germany. I'm absolutely delighted. So fairly happy with the image that I got. Obviously I can only tell off the back of my camera at this stage. You've seen the final result, the final photograph, but yeah, hopefully starting as I mean to go on. This is just absolutely quality. I'm going to be spending a bit of time here, so fingers crossed there'll be another probably 1 or 2 vlogs from this location, or you know, in the Bavarian Alps somewhere. So I'm looking forward to that, and next week should be the Q&A video, which I'm looking forward to doing. So thank you very much for the questions on that one. And if you forgot, or if you didn't even hear about it, if you want to ask me any questions about my photography, whatever, either follow me on my Instagram, send me a DM there or whatever, or you can leave a question in the comments below. So that's all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. I really hope you've enjoyed this location, and like I say, I hope it's a sign of things to come. Thank you guys so much. See you next week on the next adventure. Out.